Hi, I'm Michael Sinoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
So addictive to get into this game. And then when you start making some money at it, it's like a dream come true for you.
Hi, it's Michael Sinoff with Michael Sinoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. Here's another exciting interview for my copywriting series. Several years ago, I found a direct response copywriter. His name is Ben Settle. And when someone had sent me a newsletter that he had written about my hard-to-find ad site, after reading that copy, I knew this guy was really good, and then I knew that I would want to be doing some work with him soon. Ben has since written several winning sales letters for me and my website at HardToFindSeminars.com, including my Secret Loophole product, my Joint Venture Magic product, and my Art Hamill Seminar product. He's also done revisions of my letter for my HMA Marketing Consulting Training and several others. Recently, I interviewed Ben on some of the most frequently asked questions people ask me about copywriting. There's a goldmine of information in this interview, and I strongly recommend you listen to this more than once. These secrets have put a lot of money in my pocket, and they will do the same for you if you apply them to your own copy. Now, some of the secrets you're going to learn about in this interview include how to get unlimited ideas for your ads, products, and other writings by playing video games, the strange but scientifically sound reason why you should write your headlines underwater, how to write sales letters, newsletters, and books while driving your car, a secret way of using spell check on your computer to eliminate writer's block and procrastination forever, how to make everything you say in your ads 100% believable and credible without needing testimonials, credentials, or other proof elements, what exact questions to ask a client to get the best material for the ads you're writing. You'll learn how to make even deadly boring products sound exciting and fascinating. You'll learn 2 ways to write copy for your own products and services without sounding like an arrogant, chest-pounding jerk. You'll also learn how to find time to study and learn about copywriting, even if you have a job, family commitments, and other adult responsibilities. And in addition, you'll learn how to make outrageous claims and exciting promises in your ads without sounding hypey. Let's get going. There's a lot of material here to cover, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Well, how did you get started in copywriting? You said you wanted to be originally maybe a comic book artist, but how did you fall into this niche of copywriting?
You know, I completely fell into it by accident. I've told this embarrassing story on my site, but I put it up there so people know that they're not the only ones who go through bad things. But I was in the multi-level marketing thing for a couple of years, and I was basically broke because of it. And one day I'm just laying there totally in debt because of all this stuff, and I didn't know what to do. And I just accidentally picked up this book in my office. It was late at night. I remember it was like 3 a.m. I just couldn't sleep. I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do here. This MLM thing's just not working. I've been married for only like 9 months. And I picked up this book by Joe Vitale, and it was called The 7 Lost Secrets of Success, and I just started reading it. I'd had the book for a while, but I'd never read it.
Did you order it online?
You know, the MLM company sent it to everyone as a monthly training.
Oh, really? What MLM company was it?
It was Nutrition for Life.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're way out of business now. I can't say no good came out of it because I just started picking this book up and I started reading it. And the book is about this really, at the time, famous advertising guy named Bruce Barton. And Joe Vitale did all this really wonderful research on the guy. And there was a story in there where during the Depression, someone came to Bruce Barton and he asked, what do I do? I'm out of work here. No one's hiring. And this guy actually had a talent, a reputation for being good at writing sales letters. And Bruce Barton said, look at all those buildings out there. Write a sales letter to sell someone on hiring you. And at that point, I'm like, why don't I get into this copywriting stuff? I thought about it and started typing some things into the search engine. And people in my own MLM company, there's this guy named Tom Big Al Schreider. The guy is just a brilliant marketer, and I didn't even really know he was in there. And I started reading his stuff, and he's using all these direct response things and good copywriting. I was fascinated at that and never looked back, so I got into it from that. From there, like everyone else, and I would say 90% of everyone probably listening to this had the same experience to the point where you found Dan Kennedy, You found Gary Halbert, and from there you either pick it up and run with it or whatnot, but I just read everything I could. Whatever I could afford, I would buy. At the time, I think I even bounced a rent check once so I could get some stuff, and it was worth it. I'm not saying people should necessarily go to these extremes of putting their jobs at risk by getting work done at work or bouncing checks, but it's so addictive to get into this game. And then when you start making some money at it, it's like a dream come true for you. I would get some jobs here and there. I got some jobs on Elance. If you're just starting out, I know some people say it's not the best place, and it's really not. You talk about running into ignorant and arrogant people. They're there. But you'll get some really good experience, and you'll get a little bit of money, and you'll get some testimonials. Another thing I did at the time was there was this website, and I don't know if it still exists or not. I haven't been there in a while, but there's this website called sendfree.com. And it's an autoresponder company. I signed up for one of their free autoresponders or something, or their newsletter, and I got this invitation to join what was called the Send Free Roundtable. And I don't know if they're still around or not, but if they are, I would definitely recommend someone just starting out to join this thing. It was free, and it's just all these different people submitting offers via email to each other in one big digest. Not in a scammy way, but just a good offer. And a lot of times people would just offer something free just to build a list. I knew I needed to get some real experience. I wanted to make some money off it too, obviously, but it's that experience. You got to learn how to deal with people. I think most people know that intuitively. And what I did is I just said, look, I'll write a sales letter for a certain percentage of the money. If anyone's interested, get back to me. I got a flood of responses to that. And I also ended up getting 4 or 5 or 6 assignments that, while working on them, made me much better at what I did. Just dealing with the people, dealing with the deadlines, learning how to write other people's stuff instead of your own. So that was a good way to get started. Just don't expect miracles. I've read John Carlton's freelancer course, and that's all about how to get started. And even he calls that beginning part the shameless horror period. And it really is. I mean, you really are in that position. You have no power. You have nothing. You're just trying to learn. You're just trying to humble yourself. Someone wants to pay you $20 to write an ad, take the $20 and write the ad, because it's all about you making yourself better at that point and getting the kinks out of the system and getting some testimonials and a portfolio and all that. From that point, I got some other clients here and there, and then I ran into you and did some stuff with you, and since then it's gone pretty good.
I think I saw you on Hard to Find Ads, and I looked at the data you entered there, and I went to your bensettle.com website, or someone sent me one of the newsletters you wrote about Hard to Find Ads, and I read that copy, and I go, man, this guy is good. We're going to be doing something together.
There's another point, too. If you're trying to learn something, teach others what you're learning. Having a newsletter will give you so many opportunities. Yeah, there's 100 different copywriting newsletters out there. Use your personality to make yourself different. You don't have to even come off as a, quote, guru or anything. I'm kind of like an anti-guru anyway. I get so tired of these attitudes in this business. Just be a reporter. Take what you've learned and report it to other people who are trying to learn. You'll learn more, and you'll attract people who are looking for people who know what they're doing. I think that's really big in itself, actually.
Well, look, we're going to learn a lot more about you in the following questions here, so why don't we get started? All right, Ben, how do you get your ideas for headlines, themes, and offers?
Well, there's actually a lot of ways to do this. The one way that I think works the best, and you and I have actually talked about this, is taking hot showers. And I don't know how many times you and I have actually emailed each other, say, hey, I was in the shower, I got this idea. It's just amazing the way that works. I don't know exactly why it works. I was doing some research on it recently, and apparently there is something in your brain where hot water goes over it and it stimulates your creativity. So that's one way.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini-seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go right now to HardToFindSeminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching.